come and say something. I wanna hear your voice.
All the eyes on me, all the eyes are right on me. All the eyes on me, all the eyes are right on me. All the eyes on me, all the eyes are right on me. All the eyes on me, all the eyes are right on me. Eyes are right on me.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, the Mr. Fox, back in the house, and you know what time it is. It's time for the review of Unordinary, Chapter 115, Episode 118, whatever flows shaboot, whatever gets you by. And you know how we do this. Quick rundown of the last week's chapter, then we jump into this week's chapter. So going straight to last week. Last week's chapter was Joy. We got to see Seraphina looking good. Good. She looking right. And then our boy John, he got a new mask. It's pretty much an executioner's mask. I think I'm going to call him the Punisher from now on, because I think he does it better than the original Punisher, even though I don't know what that dude's about. I mean, I know he punishes people, criminals, whatever, but I mean, that's about as far as my knowledge goes. And it's probably as far as it'll ever go, to be honest. But who knows? We'll see. But going into that, so starting off last week, we start off at the mall. Seraphina or John are looking for, first off, new cell phones, which they need. John especially, I forgot that his other cell phone got smashed. That was part of the reason why he has the black speech bubbles now, because Arlo got people to smash his phone, and he couldn't talk to Seraphina, which pretty much led him down to the road it's in now. So whatever. But yeah, John and Seraphina get new phones, and then then Seraphina decides to get new clothes, and John is pretty much is trying to figure out any and everything to get a way out of it. He just doesn't want it. Me personally, I'm like, you do not appreciate the gift that Ura Sensei is trying to give you here, but we appreciate it. I know you do. I especially appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much for last week. I mean, Seraphina, John at the mall. John buys a new mask because he's tired. I'm pretty sure he's tired of wearing paper sacks over his face, which he needs to stop anyway. He looks like the Punisher. Is there anything else? Other than the fact that they come across the same spot that one dude was giving ability gauge tests to people, and Seraphina brings up she should probably talk to Remy about it, because Remy had an encounter with him and nearly blew half the mall to smithereens. But I mean, that's about it. It ends with John in his room picking up the mask. I'm pretty sure when we cut back to John, he'll be looking at the mask and he'll probably decide to put it on and go for a test run with it. I don't know. But that's last week's chapter. I loved it. It's always great to see the two main MCs together. It does my heart goodness. But jumping straight into this week's chapter, I don't know if y'all wanted it, but I got what I wanted. We cut to Remy, Blake, and Eason. Finally. Even though it's only been 2 chapters. But so we start with this one I think her name is Alma. I can't remember. I'll put her name up in the screen somewhere. But you know, it starts off, she's running from the vigilante hero X-Ray, aka Remy, and she does something Remy's chasing her. She's about to shock her, but Alma, bear with me on the name. She takes a piece of asphalt, she rips it up and throws it rah. And you know, she blocks Remy's electricity, but I mean, it doesn't really do nothing. Remy's fast. She has electricity coursing through her, so she gets behind her, zaps her. That's when we cut to Blake, who's up there bored out of his mind watching what's going on, and then Eason appears from out of nowhere. He was probably off in the cut somewhere trying to record it, and Blake's like, "Did you get any good footage?" And he's like, "No, it's pretty much just face shots and all that." You know, Blake's like, "You know what you expect? It's a high tier going against a mid tier. Not really gonna be a good fight and all that." And Blake suggests that they should go after more high caliber targets. And Eason's like, that's not necessarily gonna work. And plus, he was like, look at this mid tier. It's like, I think this person's level was like 2.7, which I don't think I think that's kind of okay. I think that's average. I don't think it's the lowest, but I know it's not the highest, but still, I mean, well, no, out of 10 that is low, so never mind. I think it was all the way to like, because last time they showed Tuesday's like trick, it said 10.0, so I'm assuming that's like the cap, like 10.0. But yeah, so he's like he's like these mid tiers are doing stuff that normally they wouldn't be able to do, because like I said, Alma ripped a big chunk of asphalt out the ground and used it as a shield. And he's like, normal mid tiers wouldn't be able to do that. So something's going on, obviously. And then we cut back to X-Ray looking at the knocked out target, and she notices that they have injection marks on their like in between their elbow, in between their arm joints, like the elbow and all that. I don't know I'll say physics. I don't know that either, but I don't. Whatever, man. Right here. Right now. But after that, we cut. Remy ties her up in an abandoned warehouse, and when she wakes up, she's like, who are you? Where am I at? Why am I here? And all that. And she's like, and X-Ray, she doesn't cut to the chase, but I'm going to cut to the chase. She's like, I noticed you got injections on your arm. You must be using a drug. Where did you get it? And that's when Alma asks, do you want to hit? Now, if you watch the reaction, you know my stance on this. I would have lied and been like, yeah. Like, I want some. I'm trying to get stronger. Give me some of that. Make this whole process move along quicker, and then afterwards, knock her out again because you've done it before, and then take on the drug dealer. But no, that's not what happens. She tries to convince her it's not working, and then that's when Eason chimes in. He's like, zap her. And I'm like, yeah, it's an interrogation. Do what you got to do. You've already gone this far and knocked her out and tied her up in an abandoned warehouse, which I must say is unhero-like, but you work with what you got. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, so yeah, so and Remy's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. She's like, there's better ways to do it. And Blake chimes in too. He's like, after all the stuff she's done, zap her. And I was almost about to yell at the screen like, yeah, hit her. And I was like, that might be a little too not gruesome, not gory, too much. I guess that's what I'm with. I can't think of the word, but And Remy's like, no, I'll find a way. But meanwhile, the whole time she's like she's not on the phone. It's like she has an earpiece in. So the Alma's looking at her like, what? She's like she's talking. She's like, this person crazy, nutso. And then she turns to her and she's like, all right, she's like, and then Remy's like, you know what? How about this? I'll cut you a deal. You tell me where you got the drugs from, and I'll let you go. Obviously, there's a bit of skepticism in her face. You can see it, but ultimately she agrees. And then that's when we get introduced to a new character. Look pretty good too. Not gonna stunt, but we don't know her name. I say she looks like a detective ninja because she has on a trench coat, a hat, high heels, but she has like a mask right there covering it. But I say ninja because of that ninjutsu. But yeah. And the chapter ends with her asking, like, and that's when we learn the target's name. I'm gonna say Alma. I am 98% sure that is not right, but you'll correct me in the comments, hopefully. But if not, you will. And she's like, who is that? Who's that girl behind you? And that's where the chapter ends. So all in all, the chapter was good. Nothing like really super exciting. I was just happy to see what is actually going on with them right now. So next week we're gonna continue off from that. And then probably like midway through the chapter, I predict we'll either cut to Arlo or we'll cut to Seraphina and John. But I don't know these things. I just take a guess, and somehow Ura Sensei always delivers. Thank you. I don't know why I'm doing that tonight, but I just like it. I'm roll with it. But that's the chapter. Once again, I enjoyed it. Do all the stuff that I normally tell you to do. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Hit the bell to get notifications when I drop more videos. I'm trying to get more videos out on a daily basis, but my schedule is not the most ideal for what I want to do, but you know, I work with it. But as long as I can get these unordinary reviews and reactions out, I'm happy. Obviously, I want more other stuff out too, but I like these the most because this is kind of what got me started on YouTube. I've been wanting to do it for a while, but now I'm rambling. So do the stuff that I normally tell you to do. I appreciate you stopping by. And with all that being said, it's your boy, the Mr. Fox.